Hello everybody, what is going on, and welcome to this video on the Aero League Racing channel. Today we've got a little demonstration for you guys about how to do a safety car restart, because in some of our leagues there's been issues with this often in the past, so we're trying to rectify this just by putting this video out for you guys to try and show you what it should be like. So we're going to start off by showing you guys some things that you definitely need to remember. 3 of these things are things that you need to check before the race, and the 4th is just something that you need to remember to do throughout the safety car lap. It's not something that everyone thinks of, and it just helps to decrease the rate or the chance of a crash occurring. So the first thing that you guys need to remember is your qualifying position. It's pretty obvious, this one, but it's something that often people don't remember, and it's the most important thing by far that you need to remember by when you're starting on a safety car lap. The leader of your league or someone in your league will post a picture in the PSN group chat, well, on whatever device you're on. It might be on Steam, it'll be either on Steam, PSN, or Microsoft, Xbox, whatever it is. And the second item that you need to remember, it's not as vital as the first, but it's still something that I like to do, and this goes in with the third. So the second is the driver in front. Just easy for you to find where they are and just follow them at a decent distance, as you'll see happens in this tutorial. And obviously tying in with that, you remember the driver behind, because once you're in between those two drivers, it's unlikely that anyone's going to be wanting to come past you, and you can just focus on following the car behind at a reasonable distance, just not braking too much or accelerating too quickly, just a steady kind of pace as the train that you're in should be doing really at this point in the lap. So yeah, on to the 4th and final one now, the probably one that you won't be focusing on in the build up to the race, but one that you're actually focusing on in the lap. It's something that many drivers do forget. You have the whole lap to get into position, so you don't have to just boom down at the first straight, full speed ahead, try and overtake 3 people by the time you're at first corner. You've got the whole lap to do it. You can just chill. You can take 1 person per straight or something and just take your time. You don't need to go in like headless chicken overtaking everyone. It's not it's not full speed. You have the whole lap, as I said before, and it's just something that it helps to avoid incidents in the safety car lap, as they are the most annoying type of incidents that you can get. Because think about it, if you're on a safety car lap, you just want to be able to get to the end of the lap fine, and preferably overtake someone in the lead up to the second corner of the second lap or something. But that's not going to happen if you're going to have to pit, and you're going to have to be so far behind, and you might even have to restart. But now we're just going to get into an example, get into the video, and let's have a look at what the 5 people do. So let's get into that now. So yeah, here we are in the actual lap. You just need to remember those things from earlier, and another tip is just to not press full power on the accelerator or brake at any time. There's no need to, just making sure that you give the cars ahead enough room. And then if you need to go into the first place, like here we've got the POV from Zimmer here, who's going to be going into the first place here, just get past people and give them enough room to get through, and there's no need to hit all the apexes or stay on the racing line like you normally would. Just a sensible kind of path where people can follow you. And here just showing that you don't need to leave everything for the first straight. You can overtake people afterwards, and just leaving a reasonable gap to both the car ahead, and keeping an eye on the cars behind if you're obviously in first. And it is useful to do that wherever you are, to be honest, but it's much more important in first place, just keeping it at a reasonable speed. Here you can see not too slow, but not so fast that any car behind can't overtake you, because the safety car in real life, it goes about, I don't know, like, is it 100 mile an hour or something? But just you can get up into that 6th, 7th gear territory, but make sure you're not pressing on the accelerator full. About half power is fine, and just, as you can see here, leaving the cars ahead enough room, not accelerating or braking too hard, so that there's no accidents caused when you're driving like this. It's nice, clean driving, and stick it in lean mix as well, just save fuel. And apologies for them messing around with the team radio. They were testing something in this lobby, but it didn't seem to work. But yeah, just giving the cars ahead, and then once you get into this final straight, you can accelerate up to the speed you want, but keep an eye on the minimap. And as you can see here, the cars behind are falling a little bit back, so just sticking at this speed so everyone can catch up. And as you can see, it works, because third place here falling a tad behind, and he can just go into 7th gear just to catch up, and then leave the gap that he thinks is best to give him the best run onto the straight for him to go. But didn't really have the best exit there. But another tip, the final tip, obviously if you're in first place, you want to be keeping that first place. Just try not to hit into the wall as Zimmer did there, because it lets the person behind you in front. But that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to follow these tips, and I'm sure that your safety car restart will go well. Peace out.